has happened in the past.
I hear you. I don't want to be right about them killing babies after they're born.
I know you don't want to be right about it. I don't want to be right about human. You don't have to be. You don't. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you want to be right about it.
We're going a lot longer.
Oh, Jesus.
What's your longest podcast? We're going.
No, don't do that. That was like 6 hours or something.
Well, who was your longest?
I think Kevin Smith was the longest. He was like 5.5.
Fuck that dude.
Oh, he's a great guy.
We're only doing 30 more minutes.
I'm just kidding.
I love him. Okay, 30 more minutes.
I see you want to give up. You're going to be stoked, though.
Dude, I'm fine, man.
I'll go for hours. Look, here's the thing.
Be fine. Listen,
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that... No.
That's going to be a soundbite. They're going to put that to mariachi music.
No.
I might have to use Elon Musk flamethrower to light the next joint.
Well, I'll take a puff of tobacco, but no, seriously. When it comes to regular life...
some regular tobacco with no marijuana at all. Would you like some?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
No, but I don't...
no weed for Alex
But my
Jones.
gut's never wrong.
It'll fuck up the show. It'll fuck up the show.
I want to get into all your points, because here's the deal.
What points?
That's all
I got
tobacco.
points?
100%?
Yeah, 100%.
I ain't got no points.
Eddie's got some great points.
No.
No, Eddie.
Big
Eddie,
UFC this weekend,
you are
brother.
the ambassador of the Flat Earth Society.
No, he's not.
Eddie
barely... Listen, Eddie doesn't believe more than he believes.
Listen,
so if someone...
I'm not putting him down.
But if Flat Earth became a universal truth, he would fucking start believing the Earth is round.
No, Flat Earth Society
He's contrarian.
is the Flat Earth Society is controlled opposition. Nobody that's in Flat Earth.
Okay, listen, I know there's a lot of bullshit, so I really...
Flat Earth Society is not real.
I respect you. I do. I love you. The point is that I'm asking you a real question here. Okay. It'd be the biggest documentary in history. It only costs like $1 million.
Okay, let's do it.
To get a 50,000-ton big ship and to have it circumnavigate the planet. Okay. And you will be there with GPS.
No. I'm not going to be there. Fuck no. We're going to get someone to represent me there. Okay?
All right, let's announce
no, we'll get
we're launching.
I'm not doing it.
No. We're launching the Discovery of Flat Earth project.
Well, that Rocket Man dude's already shooting himself into space. Isn't he like?
Yeah,
you know what? It's really easy. You know, you prove the Earth that we really live on a ball.
How?
When they supposedly make those missions to the ISS when they shoot up, just have one of the astronauts that's going to go to the ISS just have a GoPro camera on his helmet and just go uncut, no cuts. No cuts from the time you get in on that ship to the time you dock, and I want you to document
Eddie,
all the docking.
Denying we
There's
have
nothing
cell phones
like that.
And friggin' technology.
Who said anything about cell phones? I got one.
Hey,
my
please,
cell phone is awesome.
Guys, let's not be.
What is
Eddie,
that?
Eddie, let's not be combative here. But if that happened,
we're not being combative. This is how we talk.
I know, but you're talking over each other. If that did happen. Would you want some more of this tobacco, Alex Jones?
Dude, sure. If that happened, this isn't the first time I'm saying this. I've been saying if that happened.
But if that happened, you let it go.
Yeah, there's no footage of the construction of the International Space Station. There's no footage. It just appeared.
Because there's not a spacecraft.
There's no footage of the construction of the International Space Station.
Are you sure about that?
100%. There's no footage of the construction. They would film that shit.
I've known people that worked on the space station. I've known astronauts. They're real people. Man, they were there.
No, they are real people. I didn't say they weren't real people.
So you don't think it's really constructed, or you would like to see the footage first?
Well, listen. If there's a debate. Let me finish too. There's a debate out there whether you believe we went to the moon or not. Everyone needs to acknowledge it. There's a debate. There's people that
believe the laser.
Hold on. There's people that believe we went to the moon, and there's people who believe that we faked it. You have to understand both reasons.
People have a right to say it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So. When you talk about the people that don't believe we went to the moon, when they also say they're faking other space shit too, you have to kind of understand where they're coming from. That's 6 moon missions that they believe, whether we went or not. Maybe we went, maybe we didn't. I don't know. But there's people that don't believe it. So when you should understand it, they have no trust for any of that other shit. I love you. How many times you got to fake going to the moon before you go, okay, before that bullshit meter just fucking explodes?
No, I agree. Listen,
it should explode.
I really got mad about Sandy Hook, which I think happened. I have a right to question about one. I was watching Minions 3 or 4 where they go to U.S. and they run through the Minions, run through Hollywood and they're staging the moon landing. People have a right to do that. The truth is, nobody wants to send people up because a bunch of them die. A bunch of test pilots died. We fly on jumbo jets around the country. Our cell phones work.
Do you think we definitely went to the moon?
Absolutely.
100%?
Absolutely.
Bet your life on it?
Bet my life on it. But the difference is that I say it didn't happen. The truth
says
is
that?
We have what's happened. Alex Jones denies moon landing.
I've denied it a bunch of times.
They say Alex Jones says that there are human slaves on Mars. Never said it. But all I'm saying is I know the real NASA people. And
Wernher von Braun, the guy who directed all 6 moon missions, was a Nazi, correct?
yes.
He hung out with Walt Disney, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, who in the 50s just made up space. No one ever went to space.
How is space?
What?
Hey, listen, I'm not
Walt
disagreeing.
Disney had space.
Eddie, I was on the phone with you for 45 minutes this morning. I told you I have a 12-inch telescope, 12-inch diameter opening aperture.
Yes, we talked about this.
I looked at the freaking moons and taken 35-millimeter photos.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. All the shit you see when you look up, it's there. You get a telescope, you get closer to
we're
what's
not
there.
We're not gonna have a space is fake conversation.
You told me the fucking lights are fake.
I can't do this.
I didn't say the lights are fake.
Well, what are they?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what they are.
The way I describe this is the same way I talk about jujitsu. You should never talk about how effective martial arts are to someone who hasn't trained at all.
You can't prove that shit.
You can't prove all those things.
You can't prove that the sun's 93 million miles away. There's no proof for that.
Like, are we even conscious?
It's scientism. You got to believe it.
Eddie, are we even real people that have souls and free will? Because you can say maybe we don't even exist. Okay. You don't exist. Joe doesn't exist. And nobody exists.
So because
Eddie, we can't have a space is fake talk. My fucking head will break.
No, I agree. Let's not do it.
No, but the only my point of all that was I don't want to have a space discussion either. But my point is that if there's people out there that believe we faked going to the moon 6 times, you have to understand their skepticism. That's it.
No,
you have to kind of like.
This is hold on.
You know what I mean?
This is what we actually talked about before when he was talking about
that. That's all.
This is what we talked about before when he was talking about the reason why he questions anything. It's because he's seen so many different things that turned out to be bullshit.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what Alex was saying earlier.
Yeah.
And he was actually saying that sometimes you can get fucking crazy with it and you think that everything's fake. Yeah. And you call bullshit on things that really aren't bullshit.
But human exploration is real.
Yes.
Some of it's, we can do some stuff.
Like what?
What we've done, man.
What? Like what? Like fight wars and shit? Like what?
Like electricity?
That's awesome. Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Right? Where's Tesla at now?
Look, I'm not
just how about all the technology that you enjoy to make your life run correctly?
I love it.
This is all from science.
That's of course.
Right.
Of course. I'm not talking.
It's the same science that allows people to understand the distance between Earth and Mars.
That kind of stuff. Then you get into
yes,
rovers. It's still science. But
by the way, I'm not trying to make points because Eddie, you've taught me a lot, and you're a really smart guy, an entrepreneur, and a badass. So I think it's healthy to be where you're at, questioning everything versus buying everything. All I'm telling you is the stuff we have now 100 years ago would be considered magic. And we humans can go way beyond
Yes, I agree with that. Fucking iPhones, are you kidding me?
Dude, I know people that I was there when they were dying at the hospital. And
that has nothing to do with space,
top NASA scientists on the main line in the videos running NASA. And I'm like, were we there? Yes, I ran the RCA cameras. We faked the photos because the radiation belt hit it. They dolled them up, but we wouldn't have done that. I freaking know what happened.
That makes way more sense to me. And it's one of the things that Jamie and I have actually discussed when we talked about the Gemini 15 photo, the famous photo of Michael Collins that turns out to be just a reverse of a photo of him on a training mission where he's in a harness.
Yeah, they wanted PR.
They used PR. That's what I said. Overzealous PR agents.
I didn't go to 2. I went to 3. Deathbeds of NASA engineers. One of them was Raymond Teague. They allowed me to talk about this. Raymond was there running this freaking. He ran the lasers on the moon. He ran the deals. He said what was weird is they had another group of ships, and I'm not.
You know what would be
Raymond
the most
told me not to say
ironic
this.
thing?
I just shouldn't do it.
Another group of ships?
Well, they had another group of ships, but basically he wouldn't say it. And this is not drama. I was going to meet with him. I met with him at the former NORAD command base. That's the Hilton outside Austin. And he wouldn't tell me. And then like a week later, his heart blew. But he was ready to tell me. He said, no, it's real, but there's more advanced. And I mean, he had like presidential letters in his house. You look at him, he's like the main guy, like running the cameras, like number 3 in NASA, like for engineers. Freaking, he was in Vietnam, ran Black Ops in Cambodia. And he said, he said, well, we lost a lot of people, but those were clandestine operations. I wasn't part of them. It's all compartmentalized. But he said, you're right that there were a bunch of missions beforehand because the U.S. was willing to kill 50 people to do that.
Just to see if they can get someone there.
So no one else will
be
do
the
it.
most tragic thing?
Because people think the U.S. is that great, Joe. No, we were willing to. We had men that were ready to die.
Oh, yeah.
Over and over again for the one time it worked, and that's what pisses me off.
Well, Gus Grisham and the original
blew up on the launch
yeah, they
pad.
blew up on the launch pad. You know, will be incredibly tragic is if they actually did go to the moon, but they faked the footage because of the radiation. So they released this bullshit
Yes,
footage
it was
and
filmed.
nobody
You
ever
can't
believed.
get filmed.
But do you know how horrific that would be if you were a guy like Neil Armstrong and you knew that the footage was bullshit, but you actually had gone to the moon, and you're like, fuck. And this whole thing was like people were starting to go, why does it look like they're on wires? Why does it look like they're on trampolines? Like,
yeah, by the way, they all got radiated because it's true. Like he says, going through that's like 1,000 chest x-rays or something. You know, even flying at noon, you know, is like 10 chest x-rays, right?
Yeah,
you know what
flying is terrible for you.
Notice all the.
I thought it was only one.
Notice how it's more. Notice how the international flights are all now at night.
Why is that?
Because there's freaking no radiation, dude.
Because you go to sleep, it's a red eye.
No.
Solar radiation.
From 35,000 feet to sea level, on average, is 10 feet of water and about 6 inches of stone. There's dirt. Why is the sun so big on the
Wait a minute. Explain that again. What are you saying?
Imagine the atmosphere as a lens.
Okay.
So why do you think the sun or the moon looks so much bigger on the horizon?
Why is that?
You ever thought about that?
Refraction.
I always thought it was just
It's not refraction?
in comparison to the
no,
Earth because it's on the
bigger than that.
closer
Why
to the
is it
surface.
red?
Why is it red? The atmosphere.
You're looking
It's
through
going
all
through
that
more
dust,
air
and you're
of
looking
dust.
through 1,000 miles instead of 20 miles.
Okay.
So the moon gets smaller and turns totally white as it goes up.
Right.
So this is like astronomy. I'm not.
Right.
I did take
No, I see what
astronomy
you're
college.
saying because you're looking at it on the plane. And
Yeah. So
all
what was
this
the point of me
stuff
bringing that up?
between
I forget.
We were talking
Joe's
about
good at that.
Flights,
yeah.
radiation.
We were talking about
So
radiation.
here's the deal. Whatever it is, you get a bunch of chest X-rays
Right.
when you fly during the day
Because of the sun, solar radiation.
because
right?
you're above. Like everybody knows, you're in the mountains. You get a worse sunburn. Why is that?
less oxygen.
Less dropping the UV.
Yeah.
So when you're at 35,000 feet, that's above the Himalayas.
Yeah.
You are up there, and there's on average at 35,000 feet. This is NASA statistics, so probably not true. 10 feet of water and 6 inches of stone. Because if you condensed 35,000 feet of dust, the filter.
Oh wow.
Why when you hit a filter on your iPhone does it turn another color? Put a filter over it.
Right.
So think about the atmosphere. When you're looking straight up, the moon's fucking white. Looking at this angle, it's yellow.
Right.
It's big and orange on the like. Damn, that's big. It's not just where it's coming up. That's part of it.
Right.
It's that it's bubbled. It's deformed. It's like looking through a pair of glasses on the edge.
So you're looking through all that atmosphere. You're looking through pollution. You're looking through dirt. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad told me all that.
That's fucking amazing. Yeah.
So that's why moons are red. They're red when they rise. They're white when they go to the top.
It's all the shit we're looking at it through. Yeah, we've got a weird situation, huh? A big ass 1/4 size planet just floating. Just floating above us. We stare at it. Well, it's a full moon tonight. That is fucking weird. There's a planet that's right there.
I fell asleep at like 10 o'clock last night and missed your call. And I woke up at like 3:30 and I had to get up and I looked out and it looked fake. It was so
fake
beautiful.
sometimes,
It was a
yeah.
half moon, and I was looking out the hotel like 500 yards from here, and I'm looking at how beautiful that is. It's just like, hey, it's okay to say it's made out of cheese. It probably isn't.